Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another at-home beauty treatment. I'm going to be tinting my brows. An at-home brow tint is something that I've been doing for years. It is so easy to do. It's one of those treatments that will take you max 15-20 minutes, but the results are so visible and they're really long lasting as well. The box which I use, which I'm going to show you in a second, is roughly 10-12 euro depending on where you buy it. And I think each box has somewhere between 8 to 12 uses depending on how much you use. So if you think about it, it is incredibly cost effective. I'm going to be tinting my brows today, taking you through every step of the process. If you would like to tint yours along with me, or if you would like to watch this and then save it down and come back to it for when you are ready to do it. Either way is fine, but I honestly promise you it is so easy. So let's get started. So the brow tint that I always use is the Eylure Dybrow Brow Tint, and I use the shade dark brown. I believe it comes in a light brown, medium brown, dark brown and black. There are a few different places that stock it, and during times like these they tend to sell out, so I will link a number of places where you can get it. I actually laminated my brows earlier in the week and there's absolutely no product on them at the moment. I'm so happy with how the brow lamination went. It's just a really easy way to get your brows really lifted. It always makes them look so much bigger, fuller. This is what my brows look like when they are not brushed up, and then with the lamination, without any product, you can just kind of backcomb them a little bit. They just stick up so nicely, and it's really easy to do. So if you're interested in laminating your brows, you might want to do that before you tint them. So I will leave the link to that video on screen if you want to check it out. But if you just want to tint, then that's what we're going to do today. All right, so enough rambling. Let's actually get started. I'm just going to open up the box. In each box, you're going to have this little plastic tray thing. You're going to have your activating solution, and then you have your like dye gel, and then you have one of these handy spoolies to apply it. Now, top tip, don't get rid of this plastic tray because you're going to use this to mix your dye. It is really important that you patch test things like this. All right, let's have a look at the instructions. Color your eyebrows for up to 6 weeks, giving brows a dark, even finish. This pack provides up to 12 applications. That's amazing. You are to mix 1 centimeter of your dye cream with 3 drops of your activating solution. So let's get started. I've got my little tray here. I'm gonna pop in roughly 1 centimeter, about that much. Probably 1.5 centimeters. Sometimes it takes ages and then it all comes out at once. Okay, those are like tiny bit. Oh, there we go, see? So I'm gonna do the same again, and then this should do me for possibly both brows, we'll see. This is the most tedious part of the whole process. You have to mix them together, and it's like they don't really want to mix in the beginning, so you really have to mix them up. You can use the end of your spoolie. So let's mix it up. Again, this will take a little bit of time. Okay, so that is pretty well mixed. So like I said, I have nothing on my brows, but I'm just gonna go in quickly with some micellar water because you really wanna make sure that there's no oils or creams or makeup on the area. So let's flatten these down. And then now, just before we apply the product, I'm going to basically add a little bit of barrier cream to the skin around my brows. So I'm gonna get a cotton bud, and then you can use Vaseline is perfect for this. I actually can't find my Vaseline, so I'm just using some lip balm. And I'm just gonna gently pop it up here. You don't want to put it obviously on your hairs because then they won't take the dye. If you're careful with your application, you don't really have to worry about this, but I just want to show you so that if you're doing it for the first time, it really would be no harm to do this. So that's all the prep you need to do. Now you can actually go ahead and start applying the product. Because I used the spoolie to mix, I have a bit of product left on the spoolie, so I'm just gonna start by getting all that onto my brow so I'm not wasting it. And then I just tend to lash it on, and it's gonna look gloopy, it's gonna look a bit weird. I really wanna make sure that all the brows are getting covered, you know, don't be shy with it. When I get closer to the center, I tend to brush up a tiny bit, and then I'm getting all the baby hairs underneath. Okay, so that's one brow done. As you can see, it looks pretty dark, and I have quite a good bit of product left, so I think I have enough for my second brow. I don't think I'll need to make another solution. So like I said, I'm doing the exact same method, kind of brushing it through. Now, as you you can see the brows are covered, and I've done them in like the shape that I want, but I would recommend getting a spoolie and just really gently cleaning up. Like I can see there's a bit of a glob there. I just took there. And actually, I think that's fine. Now our dye has been applied, it is time to set a timer. The instructions on the box say between 5 and 10 minutes to, you know, let the dye develop, and the longer you leave it, the darker it goes. I have been leaning more towards like the 15-20 minute mark because I really wanted to set and give it the darkest possible color. However, because I just laminated my brows earlier this week, they're definitely a little bit drier. I think I'm going to just do 10 minutes because I have a feeling that the dye is going to take to this quicker than it usually would. So I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes and then I will be back to you in 10 minutes. So the timer has just gone off, so now it is time to remove these. As you can see, they are beautiful dark shade. So we're just going to go in and just wipe it off. Ooh. And it takes a few wipes to get them off. I'm using just micellar water on a cotton pad. So I think I've removed all of the tint. I'm just gonna go in now with my brush and brush them up and see what they look like. Ooh, love, love, love. They're great. They're nice and dark and fluffy. So you can see there's no real tint on the skin. Okay, I'm super happy with that. The lamination just gave them that lift, and then the tint just finished it all off. In the meantime, I've been using Rapidbrow, which is like a growth serum, and then at night I'm also using some castor oil on a cotton bud. This is very gloopy, but it's really good for brows. It nourishes them. But yeah, like I said, it's a really easy process to do at home. This kit is far and away the best one. It will be linked in the description below. I will also link my brow lamination video if you want to check that out. I actually laminated my lashes as well, and I'm super happy with them. And after this, I'm gonna go take a break, have a cup of tea, and I'm gonna come back and I'm going to tint my eyelashes. So if you're finished watching this and you would like to also tint your lashes, I will leave it linked in the description if the video is live. So I hope this video was helpful to some of you who are interested in tinting your brows at home. I cannot recommend it enough. You can do it, honestly. It is so foolproof. If you just follow the steps, you'll be fine. Do let me know in the comments what are your favorite beauty treatments to do at home. I am doing so many of them right now. Obviously it is a necessity, but also I find it super fun and relaxing, especially right now. So I would love to know what your favorites are. If you liked this video and you'd like to see more at-home beauty videos, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. I will leave a button up here. I post new videos at least 3 times a week now that we're here in lockdown, and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!